yeah, this feature doesn't work at all. Like, Google's been trying to do this for a while. This is really, really, really hard problem. Apple just came with a massive event showing all the new innovations they're doing, and I'm gonna react to what they have released so far.
iPhone continues to make a profound impact on all of our lives. Its power and capability enable us to get so much done, so quickly and so easily. Like connecting with our family and friends, staying productive on the go, and capturing life's special moments. Apple Intelligence will supercharge these experiences and so many more.
On-device needs a chip with substantial high-performance compute. It needs memory to store large models and bandwidth to access them quickly. And of course, phenomenal energy efficiency. So we're bringing our latest breakthroughs and jumping 2 generations ahead, from A16 Bionic in iPhone 15 to A18, our brand new chip created specifically for iPhone 16. A18 features an upgraded 16-core neural engine that is optimized for running large generative models. This neural engine is up to 2 times faster for machine learning. And it's not just a neural engine. We've also upgraded A18's memory subsystem, including 17% more system memory bandwidth. This is critical to give the chip the fastest, most efficient access to our generative models, as well as drive the performance of Apple Intelligence. A18 is built using second-generation 3nm technology. This 3nm technology has even smaller transistors that are faster and more energy efficient. A18 has our latest generation 6-core CPU with 2 performance cores and 4 efficiency cores. These are critical as they're used in nearly every experience on iPhone, including Apple Intelligence. It is up to 30% faster than the CPU in iPhone 15 and up to 60% faster than the CPU in iPhone 12. And thanks to our design and the latest transistors, the CPU is more energy efficient than A16 Bionic and can deliver the same performance using 30% less power.
So one thing about Apple releasing the new chip is they're saying all these efficiencies they're making, but then you have to remember this, right? Right now on your normal laptop and normal computer, it uses, you know, a server CPU, and it uses intensive graphic card, which is like, you know, $8,000 plus for like A4000 to just run the large language model. And now they're saying is, oh, we put all this stuff into a microchip on our Apple device that they have proprietary intelligence about, and they're saying that they can support these large language models. But you have to remember, like, it doesn't logically make sense, right? You have like an $8,000 machine, $8,000 GPU, and somehow they compressed it into a small chip. So I think like it's getting better, but I don't think the mobile devices are really good enough to like handle using a whole large language model, right? It just doesn't logically make sense that they can fit it onto that chip and be the same performance and give it to you for like whatever they're charging for iPhone 6, right? Like 16, right? Because, you know, you pay $8,000 plus for a GPU, and you pay like $2,000 maybe for the iPhone. There's no way the GPU is cheap enough to handle it. So just beware of when they tell you like, oh, like we do all this performance and we can do all these new large language models. They can probably only handle very like simple, small large language models, which are not useful. The other option, most likely what they're doing is they're just going straight to using ChatGPT or Claude or whatever, where like just API based. So then it doesn't matter what the hardware is on the phone.
CPU is faster than all the competition, challenging even high-end desktop PCs. A18 also features our latest desktop class GPU architecture. This new 5-core GPU plays a huge role in everything from Apple Intelligence to camera features and graphics-intense games. It is up to 40% faster than the GPU in iPhone 15 and up to 2 times faster than the GPU in iPhone 12. The GPU is also more efficient than A16, delivering the same performance using 35% less power. A18 is in a class of its own, built with our latest silicon innovations to power experiences like Apple Intelligence on iPhone 16. Over to Craig to tell you more about Apple Intelligence.
Your iPhone is the most personal product in your life. It's part of so many things that make you, you. Like your relationships and messages, your photos and memories, your calendar, notes, and more. Now, we're bringing together that personal context with the power of generative models to deliver intelligence that understands you. And we're doing it in a way that protects your privacy. Apple Intelligence is the personal intelligence system at the heart of the iPhone 16 lineup, with the ability to understand and create language, as well as images, and take action on your behalf to simplify daily tasks. And each of these powerful capabilities is grounded in your personal context. This is only possible thanks to our unique integration of hardware and software. Apple Intelligence draws on the immense power of our silicon to run multiple generative models on the iPhone in your pocket. These models are built by Apple and fine-tuned for your everyday iPhone experiences, and they adapt dynamically to your current activity. For more computationally intensive tasks, Apple Intelligence can unlock even more intelligence with private cloud compute. Private cloud compute maintains the privacy and security of your iPhone while giving you access to generative models much larger than what fits in your pocket today. It runs on servers we built especially with Apple Silicon. Protecting your personal information when accessing server-based intelligence requires a fundamental breakthrough in how these systems are built, and private cloud compute delivers just that. When you draw on private cloud compute, your data is never stored or shared with Apple. It's used only to fulfill your requests. And in a first for the industry, independent experts can continuously verify this privacy promise. This is an extraordinary step forward for privacy and AI. Plus, Apple Silicon servers deliver world-class energy efficiency. And like all our data centers, they run on 100% renewable electricity as part of Apple 2030, our commitment to make Apple carbon neutral across our entire footprint. Apple Intelligence is integrated throughout the system, across so many of the apps you use day to day. Let's take a look at 4 ways Apple Intelligence...
So Apple mentioned like they're keeping all data private. So I don't know if everyone ever tried Apple's OpenElm or their own models that they release open source. They're complete trash, terrible, not usable. So when they're saying that, oh, we have our personal cloud stuff, what comes to mind is one, they're using OpenAI or something in the background, and then they're saying that it's going through our servers and they're just proxying it out. Number 2 is maybe they just took Llama 3.1 from Meta, used that in the background, and then they just host it on their own server and then have your iPhone talk back to it. That's more likely the scenario that's happening, but I don't believe them when they say it's their own proprietary model. Most likely not, because they are really bad at doing it.
This will transform so much of what you do with your iPhone, like how you communicate and express yourself, starting with writing tools. We're deeply integrating them into iOS, making them accessible virtually everywhere you type. So you'll be able to rewrite hastily written notes into a polished dinner party invite. Adjust the tone of that Slack message to your boss to sound a little more professional, or proofread your latest review on Goodreads before posting it to your fellow bookworms.
So I think having these small shortcuts will help everyone a lot, because it's like you don't have to go to ChatGPT to do it, it's right there. So that's a new addition. But again, like when they say privacy focus, you don't actually know, right? So that's something to be careful of, basically. They can say that, oh, we have all these privacy experts, but you never know what they do behind the scenes.
Though sometimes the best way to get your point across isn't with words, it's with emoji. And you'll be able to create new emoji simply by typing a description, giving you the perfect response for your group thread. With endless possibilities, you can let your imagination run wild, or create fun original images with Image Playground, along with a new dedicated...
One thing that has always been on my mind about this was that if you look at OpenAI, they're losing money constantly by giving it free to use. Facebook is, when they launched when they launched Llama 3.1, like people are using it, they burn billions of dollars, right? So if Apple is giving this free to all the Apple users, what is their play? Because it doesn't make sense, right? Like you pay once for the iPhone, but then you use all these AI features. Every AI feature they're giving costs them money. If they use OpenAI, it's charged per token, charged per use. If they're using their own, if they're just taking Llama 3.1 hosting on their own server, then maybe the cost can be adjusted, right? But it's costing a lot of money and everyone's losing money on AI. So what is Apple's play on? Are they just trying to retain users and willing to take a loss? Or are they able to somehow spread the cost somehow so that it's negligible? And I think it's more the first option where they're actually losing money on this.
App on iPhone, it'll be integrated right into apps like Messages. Next, iPhone holds so many of your photos, and Apple Intelligence will give you brand new ways to relive precious memories. Suppose you've got a photo in mind that you took ages ago but can't remember exactly when or where. Just describe it by typing something like Shawnee dancing in a red dress, and Apple Intelligence will find it for you. It even works for getting straight to a specific moment in a video. You'll also be able to create an entire movie to revisit a favorite memory, just by typing a description of whatever you have in mind, like the kids learning to crochet with Aunt Fiona. Apple Intelligence will automatically find relevant photos and videos and smartly arrange them into a storyline. We hope you'll enjoy building your own collection of movies that you can share and relive for years to come. Now, let's talk about how Apple Intelligence on iPhone 16 will help you prioritize and focus on your most essential communication. In Mail, it'll be easy to quickly survey your inbox. Instead of seeing the first couple lines of your emails, you'll see summaries that convey the most useful information. Your notifications will be summarized too, helping you quickly get the gist. And priority notifications will be placed at the top of your stack, so you won't miss a last-minute invitation. All throughout our day, we turn to iPhone to help us get things done. And a great way to accelerate everyday tasks is with Siri. Apple Intelligence marks the start of a new era for Siri and makes it more natural, more contextually relevant, and more personal to you. With richer language understanding, Siri will follow along if you stumble over your words.
Hey Siri, who is the architect behind the Museum of... Wait, no, not the museum. The Palace of Fine Arts.
Bernard Maybeck designed the Palace of Fine Arts.
And you'll always have the option to type to Siri. Great for those times when you want to make your request a little more discreetly. With its new expansive knowledge about features and settings, Siri will give you step-by-step guidance on how to do something on your iPhone, like deleting duplicate photos from your library. This will be great for everyone, and especially for anyone new to iPhone. And there's so much more to come. Siri will be able to tap into your personal context to help you in ways that are unique to you, like pulling up the recommendation for the TV show that your brother sent you last month. And Siri will gain on-screen awareness. So when your friend texts you about a new album, you'll be able to simply say, play that. And it will be able to take hundreds of new actions in your apps, like updating a friend's contact card with its new address, or adding a set of photos to a specific album. With Siri's personal context understanding and action capabilities, you'll be able to simply say, send Erica the photos from Saturday's barbecue, and Siri will dig up the photos and send them right off.
So, like I was saying before, this is really scary because now basically Apple is going to look into all the stuff you have, and then they're saying it's privacy focused, but if they have so much information on you, maybe they won't launch their own ad network against you later on or something, but it's like they know too much about you now. So this is a scary thing if you're using these AI features.
With new ways to express yourself and relive memories, along with tools to help you prioritize and focus so you can get more done, Apple Intelligence is going to transform so much of what you do with iPhone. Apple Intelligence will be available as a free software update. The first set of features will be available in beta next month, with more features rolling out in the months to come. We're starting with US English in most regions around the world.
The other option that I can think maybe they're doing is it's a free update for now, and then they charge you a subscription afterwards. So basically it's like a freemium. That make more sense. I think or maybe they give you we'll give you 5 requests a month, and then you to pay. So I think that's most likely what they're doing. They're free trial and then charge subscription, and then that'll make them more revenue.
We'll add localized English for Australia, Canada, New Zealand, South Africa, and the UK in December. We're working to expand Apple Intelligence to more languages, like Chinese, French, Japanese, and Spanish. And we'll be rolling these out next year. And this is just the beginning. As we look ahead, we'll continue to bring more personal intelligence to the apps and experiences that you use every day. Now, I'd like to show you something really cool that we've created especially for iPhone 16. Your iPhone is with you everywhere you go, and we wanted to give you the ability to instantly learn about everything you see. Visual intelligence is just a click away with iPhone 16's new camera control that Cayenne introduced earlier. Let me show you. Suppose you're out for a stroll and you stumble upon a restaurant you haven't been to before. Just click and hold the camera control and point your iPhone. With just a click, boom, your iPhone instantly pulls up restaurant hours, ratings, and quick options to check out the menu or make a reservation. And you can learn more with just a tap.
So this option of take a picture and then they can pull it up, I don't think it's going to work very well. Google Lens has the same feature. The problem is that the AI can probably find words, but if the fonts are weird or there's weird logos and icons, it might mess up. So I don't really trust this feature is going to work perfectly well out of the gate, just from my experience of doing computer vision project.
Awesome. And say you come across a flyer for an interesting event, just click and you can add it to your calendar. Details about the event title, time and date, and location are automatically entered for you. And then there's that cute little puppy you see at the park. What kind of dog is that? Click. And now you know. All of this is done privately using...
Yeah, take a picture of a dog, and that's not going to work well at all. There are all our malls that do this, they are really bad still. So it's very cookie cutter, simple use cases. So part of this is not going to work.
Combination of on-device intelligence and Apple services that never store your images. And there's more. The camera control is also your gateway to third-party tools, making it super fast and easy to tap into their specific domain expertise. So, If you come across a bike that looks exactly like the kind you're in the market for, just tap to search Google for where you can buy something similar.
Yeah, this feature doesn't work at all. Like, Google's been trying to do this for a while, and there's been a lot of like services. Oh, we can do this. Like, we can search for this. This is really, really, really hard problem because like you take a picture, somehow it has to match the features with the product, and if every new product comes out, it needs to be, the model needs to be retrained again to find what this product is mapped to this product. So this feature's not gonna work either.
And if you're studying notes from your college lecture and get stuck on a particular concept, just use the camera control to ask ChatGPT for guidance. Nice.
So there they spelled it, right? So I think they're still using OpenAI. I don't think they're using their own one. Like, they mentioned using ChatGPT instead of using Apple's AI.
Of course, you're always in control of when third-party tools are used and what information is shared. So that's visual intelligence, enabled by the new camera control on iPhone 16, helping you learn about your surroundings and get answers to your questions faster than ever before. It's coming to the camera control later this year.
So with all these updates from Apple, they had a lot of updates on the watch and the other phone features. I'm not so focused on that. For me, Apple Intelligence is the most interesting one. But the key thing is be very careful when you use it. Like I said, to summarize, most likely they're going to give it free to use, and then later down the year they're going to charge for it. So then it's like you used it, you're used to it, and then now you pay for it. That's number one. Number two is they're saying it's so privacy focused, but I don't know if I really trust them for that. Basically, like, they know so much about you. They know your likes. So they have a whole personal profile on you. They could either sell the data to someone else. They could use it to send ads to you. So I am very, very skeptical on like what they can do with this data once they build it on you. And then they have a lot of features like, oh, take a picture of the store, take a picture of a dog, take a picture of this item I want to buy. All three of these are not likely to work, because like no one has been able to get a model that makes this work, and I don't believe Apple is like that AI company that can figure out how to do that. So those are my thoughts so far, but so far it looks like it's a pretty good update. I just be careful of what they're saying.